welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a Christmas home tour. I took a little break, a much needed break. I was getting burned out on videos, and as some of you know, my husband had a triple bypass surgery at the end of July. So I took some time off for that, and then he kept saying he didn't feel right. So they did tests, and they found out that he also had a mini stroke behind his eye. So my focus has been on that. So I am going to turn you around, show you what I've done this year for Christmas and the new things that are for Christmas. So I hope you enjoy. I will show you everything, and then I will show you what it looks like at nighttime with everything lit up. So I hope you enjoy. I will have music over the nighttime. So, like I said, I hope you enjoy, and when I come back and next week with an outside of how we decorate it. My husband has something planned for my birthday, which is next week. So I will show you that when my birthday next week. So I hope you enjoy. I will be back. I'm going to have one up next week, but after that I won't be back until the new year, and I'm going to let you know what my plan is for my channel and what's going to change. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in, well, I'll talk to you while we go through the home tour. Okay, over here this year, I have my, now mind you, this is the only things in my house that I have that is gingerbread. So this is a cookie jar, and these are the little, like we'll call her grandma, and then we have, mom and dad and the little gingerbread, and that's what we have there. And of course my diamond art that I did a few years ago, but I have it sitting there this year. Last year it was on top of the stove. Then in front of it on this little pedestal I have this cute little Christmas tree. It will light up. It has a little votive battery operated candle in it, so you'll see that later. Then I have, my daughter got me this last year. It is a snowman mug. I don't use them for drinking out of. I don't drink tea, but she bought it for me, so he's out and about. I've had this for many years. He's a little snowman. Then we have a candle back there. And then this is the little snowman tree that I decorate every year. Well, last year was the first year. He was on the other side. This year I put all the snowmen on this side because I have more. And then we have some greenery. This is my propagation of my spider plant and my pothos. So I just stuck them in a bowl and put some water, and they got tons of roots. I just have to get those planted into some pots. Then this year my daughter got me this. It is from the Dollar Tree. It is so cute, so I figured we'll just stick the tree in him, and it is so cute. Then in this one, I got this one last year for, I think, my birthday, which right now I just have a votive candle down in it, and it'll light up later. Then we have these snowmen, which my daughter got me them also, and this, like I said, this will all be lit up later in the video. Then I have this diamond art back there of a snowman. Then we have the cookie jar of the snowman. And my daughter also got me these two this year from the Goodwill. So, and I got this from Erie. So I just set them on there with a little tree. Then I have a snowman back there. Here is my snowman lamp from North Carolina. I have him sitting on this little stool. Then I put my husband's sugar in there. My son got me this a few years ago. So, and then we'll just move on. Alright, this is on top of my coffee station. We have a snowman and Santa back there. And then some snowmen. And then an M for Mimi. Then a little tree, I didn't put nothing on it. Then these snowmen are salt and pepper shakers, but I never put no salt and pepper in them. That's like this. This is a salt and pepper shaker. I put my sugar in this container. I got this at the Goodwill. Then we have the cardinals back there. There's also another diamond art that I did. Then we'll just move over here to what I put on top of the stove, which is just the Farm Fresh Christmas. I made this. The little snowman, they were up there last year. Same with this. That was there last year also. And then down here we have my gnome. And then we'll move over here. And I just have two little snowmen right there. This year Santa is over here. And I put a snowman. And then this, and I have this I got at the Goodwill. We have this, I got at the Goodwill. I have, this plate goes to another snowman, but where I put him, I didn't put the plate there. But I got these from this greenery from Temu. And we got this snowman, and then this lamp right here. I got the lamp down at the Dollar Tree, at the Goodwill, but I need to find a lampshade. I got this one at the dollar store, and it's black, and then I just tied this bow on top of it, and I thought that turned out really cute. And then I took this as the pedestal. The riser was over there. We just brought it over here. Then the Santa tree. Then I got these little cute little stars. And I just put this on the top. So I'll show you what I put on top with the microwave. Alright, over here we just have the countdown with my snowman. Then we have the tree. And then we have this sign that says Happy Holidays. And my calendar that I keep out every year. And a little ring that says Mom. Then over here on top of the window, we just have these little, they go in your window. The sun makes them move. My grandson loves these. I had more, but I had no room to put them. So those are what's there. Let's get them to focus. They want to focus. There we go. On my neighbor's house. Don't mind that. That's the rose. Mind you, this was a rose, a flower, just a, you know, a rose that you get from the store. And it grew roots. And yeah. And then just for my window valance, I just put my eucalyptus one up there. I was going to get a Christmas one, but I didn't have time. So that is that. Now we'll get to the table. Okay, before the table, I want to show you the tea towels. So we have a snowman there. Then I have this pretty one I got this year of Christmas trees. Yes, it's upside down, but it should have been made the other way, but it is what it is. Then over here, I have this one that says, "Who needs Santa when I have Grandma?" Then we have the cardinal. And this is the matching one to that one I just showed you of the trees. And I got these at the dollar store. I paid $3 for both of them. And they're very pretty. And then this one, oh, it does have some gingerbread. I fibbed. There's some gingerbread on it with the snowmen. So now we'll go to the table. All right, here is the table for this year. This is real life. These are the remotes for the light, the lights for outside, and the tree. So this year I put, this is my brass candle holder. It is a Christmas tree, and I had a hard time finding candles. I got these candles at the Dollar Tree, Daisy. And then my deers from last year, Daisy. Then I got these white ones for this year. And then we have a snowman. Then we have this is crystal, and this is brass. So focus. Put my hand. So focus, and there we go. And that was my mother's. I dug it out. And the table runner is from Temu. This is my theme for this year's the trees. And then down here we have this tree, and then we have, I'll show you him better. Real life, I have nowhere to move that, so that's, you know, my husband's crosswords, his basket. It's real life, people. You're going to see my real life. But we just got some snowman, the deer, and more trees. And then this is a card from my friend Valerie Reese. So Valerie, if you're watching, I did get your card, and it's right there in front of me. My little snowman holds it, my ink pen. Like I said, this is real life. If this is not for you, you know, that's my cup. I could have moved all this up, but then I'd have to move it all back. This is a new tree for this year, but I did get these little tiny ornaments last year at Walmart. I wish they would have had them this year. And then I have these ornaments. These were my mom's, I do believe. So I just put them on here. And these, like I said, this one, which this is a tree my daughter decorated. But it has that one, and it comes with this one. And then I put the love, peace, and joy. And then I put a white poinsettia. Then I had this bow, and I just stuck it on top of it. And then I stuck that tree right in my snowman. He used to be a wax warmer, but he quit. And you'll hear my son talking. But I loved him, so right now he's holding the tree. And if you see this, if you have a Dollar Tree, go and run, get you one of these. This is a candle, and it is very heavy, and it smells delightful. But it is a pretty bell. Oh, just to take the lid off, it just smells like Christmas. So all I did was stick him in my snowman here. And like I said, they had red and green. I love to have the green. This was $5, which I feel is excellent for a candle. And like I said, these are the placemats. Then, like I said, this greenery, like I said, come from Temu. It's at Norfolk Pine, I think it's how it's said. I'm not sure. And I just, stuck the deers around it. Like I said, I got these ones this year. These are so pretty. I went to get more and they were all gone. So, like they say, you snooze, you lose. And here is Santa. He was my mother's. I forgot I had him. He was out in our shed in a box. And he has a little boy that hangs from him that holds a bell. But he got broke. I sat him in my room. Well, then he lost his leg while he was sitting in my room. So I just found these stars at Walmart. And I stuck them in there. And then we have the snowman coasters. And I've had these for many years. Do we use them? No. But I stick them out for decoration. And I still had to change this snowman. That's my grandson's cotton candy machine he got last year for Christmas, I do believe. So that is the snowman. And this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to show you what's on the wall. All right, over here on the wall we have a Santa. This says Merry Christmas. And of course the calendar with the gnome. And then, here, we'll switch this one to the days till Christmas. And my son got me that last year for an early birthday gift. So let's move to the other spot. All right, over here, a little different this year. I mean, we still have the reindeer from last year. But this year I stuck some of the snowman that I had. They're blue and white. And I had another tree that I stuck over here. And this time I put on a red ribbon that I had. I used it for something else, but I figured I'd just put it on there. We got some poinsettias, more of the ornaments. And I made this one about 10 years ago. Then we have the snowman, the little houses. I got this tree from Temu, which I want to get some more. I want to get the bigger ones and the smaller ones, so I have 3 of them. And then these are salt and pepper shakers, more houses, another snowman. And anything with him, I wish that this would open so you could put a light in there. So I just strung some lights. You'll see it all later. And then Santa. And now we will head into the living room. All right, this spot is all brand new this year. Ornaments aren't everything, but I got a fireplace. And so we'll start down here. And this is my snowman that holds that blue plate. But since he's down there, you can't, you wouldn't notice his plate. So I just took it off of him. And there's the pug. And there's the fireplace, the fire. Then I put this snowman down there. And then I just stuck that one there. And my reindeers. And I put these there. In a basket with the bells from last year. And, some more snowmen. more reindeer. I didn't really know how to decorate this, but my most favorite is right here. I've had this nativity set for, mind you, for years, and I mean years, maybe over 10 years. Mind you, it's always been packed away. But for some reason, my poor little cow lost his horn. But that don't matter. This turned out so good. And it's so pretty when it's all lit up. I put these star lights up there. So we have snowman. Then this was my mother's also. And she has a little votive candle. Then this is, I've had this was out last year. Then my snowman, don't mind that pug. And then this tree is new. It lights up, but I don't have it plugged in because I have to, pull this out, unplug it. So I figured it's pretty just the way it is. And like I said, we have the nativity set. And then we have Santa praying with the cross behind him. I felt this is where he needed to be this year. And then my snowman that my daughter got me. And now let's go look at the rest. And over here I just have my 2 snowmen that I made. And Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus. And then we have my snowman with a little doggy. And then I just stuck this tree on top of this. So that's so cute. Let's show you the rest. Then over here I put these out for my grandsons. Here, I'll go just snip with this one. Hopefully I don't get trademark.
I love Christmas time. It's my favorite time of the year. The elves have been very busy.
So that's a little snip. And I put this together. I dyed these poinsettias with food coloring. And then we have some white ones. And then this is from, like I said, from Temu. I got a lot. I got this. Got what's in the kitchen, the table here, in the reindeer sleigh. And then, like I said, my grandsons, these are what these are for. I mean, my husband got me this one years ago. And then just this little, my snowman. Like I said, I'll show you this all later when it's all lit up. Which I'll just play some music. You won't hear me talking. Now here is the tree. And I had to put this bin in front of it because we have a little dog that likes to chew my tree. Now she is in her kennel. But this is the tree this year. It has everyone's ornaments. Wings for my parents. And for Mimi, unicorns. I will move the bin so we get closer. Then I got these. These are from my one lady I told you. They gave me the tree. These are so pretty. I only have 2 of them. I wish there was more. And then, just like I said, don't mind the pug. Just everything. It's a family tree. We got my granddaughter Alexa from years ago. Like I said, this is I made that ornament. This year it is really, really loaded. I didn't get it all. I made this one for my husband. I made these 10 years ago. I'll get to you in a minute. And we have this. And like I said, ones that my grandkids have made. There's the other one. It's different. Like I said, I wish I had more. but I do not. And I had some glass ones, but I don't trust them. And that's my one daughter from many years ago. And then, like I said, I made this 10 years ago for me and my husband. Like I said, the family tree. We made these about 5 years ago. I got that one, it's mine. This one's my husband's. And yes, the tree's the only thing that's lit up. I love turning my tree on the first thing in the morning when I come out. But it is, like I said, just loaded with family ornaments. So now I'm going to show you what's in the foyer, and that'll be the end of the Christmas. Oh, this, you consider this maybe gingerbread, but that is the tree. So let's see what's in the foyer, and I'll be back after that. All right, here's what's in the foyer, which is the same as last year: the snowman, the angel, and this was a swag that I had turned into a tree. But this year I put some more ornaments, a poinsettia, 3 of them. These cute little trees, I guess. Then I got this. It's a bow, but it is metal, but it's gold and silver. So I just stuck it up there. And then we have this snowman. So that is the end of the, oh, I fibbed. I'll turn you around and show you one more last thing. All right, I put up the garland this year, and this year it's a little different. We got some silver snowflakes, these big gold Christmas bulbs, and then it goes over, got one over there. And this year up there, I got these bells from Walmart. I went to get more, but they didn't have no more, so, but that is the garland for this year. And they're so pretty when it's lit up. So that is the end of the Christmas home tour. Alright, that is the end of the Christmas home tour for inside. Like I said, next week we'll be outside. So look forward to that. And I hope you enjoyed this Christmas 2025 Christmas home tour. So I Bye.